my daddy. No, that's my daddy.
He was both of your daddy, wasn't he?
Yeah.
For Phoebe and Isabel, photographs help keep the memory of their father alive.
Who is it? It's Daddy.
The girls' parents, Laura and Ryan, would have been married by now. The wedding was due to take place this month, had Ryan not been killed in a car crash nearly 2 years ago.
It's almost archaic. You know, the idea that you have to have it on paper, you have to be legally married to be entitled to anything like that.
The Department for Work and Pensions have told Laura only people who've legally tied the knot are eligible for bereavement support payments amounting to hundreds of pounds a month. And data shared with Sky News suggests tens of thousands of children are missing out, leaving families struggling after the loss of a partner's income.
Without the support I've had from family, I'd have been sinking.
And what does that mean, sinking, to you?
Bills being unpaid, rent being unpaid, no food in.
Sorry.
The memory of trying to make ends meet remains painful for Siobhan McLaughlin. It's 8 years since her partner of 23 years, John, died from cancer. Siobhan held down 3 jobs to support their 4 children.
An emotional roller coaster. I have cried.
In 2018, Siobhan took the UK government to court for discrimination and won. But 4 years on, the law still hasn't been changed.
I honestly did think that the government would have said, you know, we hold our hands up and look, we're really sorry that we kind of did just forget about these children, and we're going to rectify it, and we're going to rectify it as soon as possible. But they didn't.
Whether that someone is married or not is irrelevant.
The Liberal Democrat leader Ed Davey, who lost both his parents by the age of 15, is supporting campaigners who say they're being ignored by the government.
They just don't give any answers. It's just like, how can they be so cruel? You know, this is real people's lives and children that are suffering.
Will there be no further delay?
2.5 years ago, the issue was raised in Parliament and more promises made that haven't yet been kept.
We will do what we can to remedy it.
Just take the party politics out of it. This is actually about children who've lost their mum or their dad. I think it's a total scandal. I think the media should be reporting this and shouting about it from the tops of the roofs. This is a government failure on an extraordinary scale.
The government says it hopes to make changes as soon as parliamentary time allows and will backdate payments. But for some parents already struggling with grief, the fight for bereavement support goes on. Lisa Holland, Sky News.